Well, I'm just so happy that we finally got to see The Rock in a movie that takes place in the jungle. Can you believe it? What is up, everyone? Movie Way, I'm back again with another review, and it's going to be for the 2021 film Jungle Cruise, and it's directed by Jaume Collet, Sera, and stars The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, of course, Emily Blunt, and Jack Whitehall. Apologies for this review being a little bit late, but better late than never. Now, this tells the story of a young woman named Lily and her brother McGregor, who, with the help of skipper Frank, head to the deep jungle of the Amazon in order to find an ancient healing power. Can you believe this is all based on a theme park ride? Madness, right? Let's get into it. Now, the first thing I thought of when I seen the trailer for Jungle Cruise was Indiana Jones. I mean, how can you not? Every time I see an adventure movie trailer, I think of these movies because they're the pinnacle of the genre, aren't they? And even though Jungle Cruise is definitely its own thing, it does borrow a lot of elements from them films. The time period is only about 20 years before the Indiana Jones films. Frank is a wisecracker who is always having lots of banter with the female protagonist in the movie. And we have the companion in Jack Whitehall, who is Indy's father, or short round if you like. However, this isn't a negative. I thought these were some of the best elements of the movie, to be honest. When we're in 1920s England, everything looked great. The cinematography was spot on. And we're only at this location for small parts of the film, but I had to mention it because I just thought the director really nailed that era there. And we also have a great chemistry between Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson. They bounce off each other really well, always having great banter and stuff, although there are one too many jokes about Emily Blunt's pants here and there. It does get a little bit tiresome, but nevertheless, these are two great protagonists to get behind and really lead this film well. And Jack Whitehall was the nice little sprinkle of magic to form this wonderful trio. I mean, you get exactly what you expect from Emily Blunt. She is one of the best actresses working today. I can't quite remember a performance that she's put in that I didn't like. Never felt like she was off in anything I've seen her in, and that's why I think she's top tier these days. I mean, everything she's in I want to go and see, and she brings here a character with determination and bravery. She goes into this jungle head on, and that's a character that you need to get behind in these type of films, because there are a lot of dangerous elements to this film, but she is there to tackle them, and nothing's going to stand in her way. We also have Dwayne Johnson, who always brings a fun presence to the screen. I mean, he's doing what The Rock usually does here, just, bringing entertainment value. That's the main reason he's in the movie, and he does a job. But for me, Jack Whitehall was definitely the standout and absolutely stole the show. Now, he really surprised me in this film. He is so out of touch with jungle life. His character in this film, with the personality he has, really shouldn't be in this environment because he just is a homeboy. He doesn't want to be there, and it makes for some really hilarious scenes. I mean, all the attempts at humour involve him. He's there for comic relief, but he is so much more than that, and every attempt lands. I was laughing my ass off so many times. There's a scene where he's trying to hit a log, and when you see it, you'll know what I mean, but it was absolute genius. He was by far my favourite character in this film, and like I said, all the best scenes involve him. But the whole movie is just an entertainment fest with our characters finding themselves in some pretty dangerous scenarios, which only adds to that. A leopard walks into a bar at one point where they're just having a drink and stuff, and everyone starts to panic and they have to fight this leopard off, and there's other moments where they run into a tribe of cannibals and have to find a way out and stuff like that. It's an adventure movie, and everything you expect from an adventure movie is here, and it saves it up pretty well. I mean, it uses the jungle location as well to its full advantage. Added to that, we have a very interesting story that unravels itself at a nice, easy pace, with a few surprises along the way as well. Now, this could have just been your simple go and retrieve this item from this jungle and come back, and it is, but they throw a few elements in from left field to keep it feeling far from linear, and they were just nice little touches thrown into the story, I thought. I honestly don't have many negatives with this film, and the ones that I do are kind of minor. This isn't a film that's going to blow your socks off. It's not a masterpiece or anything like that, but there is some questionable CGI at times. Some of it looks good, some of it looks really rough around the edges and stands out like a sore thumb. especially the backdrops of some of the locations here. And the villain in this film, played by Jesse Plemons, is a great actor, I know that, but here he just seems like a little bit tame. He didn't really feel dangerous towards the characters, and he never really had me on edge or anything like that. And I know what Jesse Plemons is capable of because he played one of the most sinister villains I've ever seen in Todd in Breaking Bad, so maybe that did play a part, but I just thought he could have brought a little bit more something to the character. He's not bad in this movie whatsoever, and I have to understand that this is aimed towards children, but I have seen better Disney villains, put it that way. I'm sure you can guess the summary of this one, guys. It was just a nice, easy, entertaining adventure movie. Exactly what I expected. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give Jungle Cruise a 7.5 out of 10. Hopefully we'll get Jungle Cruise 2 and we'll see The Rock in another jungle film. Okay, at the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact. Now, a fun fact for Jungle Cruise is that Dwayne Johnson actually sent a video message to Emily Blunt saying he needs her in this movie because he's such a big fan of her and he can only see her in the role. And she actually ghosted him. She didn't even reply. Yeah, bit harsh that, Emily, but at least you got the role anyway. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Please consider subscribing to this channel. I've got a lot more reviews coming, lots more videos, and if you want to comment about Jungle Cruise, leave it down below. I'll reply to every single one of you, I promise. Take it all easy, guys. I'll see you all next video.